Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Clemens from Guangzhou Sourcing, and today I am at a factory for pergolas. So it's a quite exciting factory. We have worked with this factory over a couple of years now. They do a very nice quality, and today I'm going to inspect an order that we have placed with them some time ago. It's a very large pergola for a hotel project in Dominica. It's a pergola that will sit on a rooftop, and it's super large. So it's 45 meters in width and then 9 meters in length. So you can imagine like it's over 400 square meters large. It's just massive. It's so large that they cannot even assemble it in one piece here. So they have to do it like bit by bit. So today I'm here, they're doing the trial assembly. It means they take all the pieces and put them together, they install it just to make sure that the sizes are correct and that everything fits perfectly and everything works out, that the LED lights on it are working and that the louver plates are controllable. So I'm gonna take you around and I'm gonna show you a little bit what we ordered here and how it looks. All right, so here we see a frame. So here the louver plates are not yet installed, and when we look over here the louver plates are already in place and installed. And then we have a couple of areas where we had to work with gusset boards, so that are just fixed roof boards that are not movable. Now let's take a look at the louver plates. So these are the louver plates that are sitting on the pergola, and these are movable and they're quite heavy duty. So also just to understand it a little bit better, the pricing of a pergola always depends on the size of these plates and of the size of the columns, but also depends on the metal thickness. So the thicker and the larger the plates, the more heavy duty a pergola is and the more expensive it also gets. These are quite large and they also come with a nice rubber seal, so there's no water infiltration when it's raining. And it also comes with an LED strip, just have a little bit more light. Here we can also see that this workstation, the rubber seals are being applied and installed, and also the LED strips. So you can see here the LED strips are still missing and they are still being installed there. And then once the pergola louver plates are finished, they're basically putting them inside the frame to test a sample. So to make sure that all the sizes fit, that everything works out, and that there's no issue later on the project. So now I'm on the other side of the pergola, and we just wired the pergola. So I have a remote here which I can use to basically open the pergola louvers and then also to switch on the LEDs on it. And yeah, I'm just gonna try it now with you. So I can basically click here and then the pergola is opening. Nice, it's working well. And then I can also switch on the LED. It's now switched on and now it's switched off. So it's working. Okay, and what we see here is the electrical control box. So that's basically where the driver for the LED strip sits in, and also then manual control for the louver plates where you can make it up and down or open and close, and then obviously it connects also to the remote. So this has later on site to be installed on a wall or somewhere, yeah, where all the technical components can sit. All right, and now let's have a quick look at the different profiles that we're using on our pergola. It's not the right color, but it's the right profile. So this is the column profile. This is the column that is holding the entire pergola. And then here we have our frame profile. This frame profile will hold also a gutter and then the louver plates. So the gutter is basically sitting on the profile like this. So once the pergola louvers are discharging the water goes directly into the gutter and can be funneled out via the posts. And this is the profile of the louver plates. You can see it's quite large and the aluminum thickness is very thick. So it's a really heavy duty louver plate. And we will have the LED strip sitting on here and then rubber seals here just to make sure that there's no water infiltration. These are basically sitting then on the frame like this, very long, and the water funnels then through this channel into the gutter later. So that's the manufacturing shop drawing. We also issued one in English that we are sent to the client to approve. But this one is now the manufacturing shop drawing, and we can see here it's really a large pergola. So we have over 45 meters in width, and then also almost 10 meters at this position here. So you can see like this is clearly over 400 square meter. It's a huge pergola. And what we are trying sampling now is basically piece number 3 and piece number 4. So this one, what we're seeing here, that's piece number 4. And on this side, this is piece number 3. All right, so the manufacturer is so sure about its quality that they're saying, I can easily walk over the entire pergola and nothing will happen. I also have to admit that they gave us a guarantee that this pergola is hurricane proof, so it must be heavy duty. So let's test it. I mean, here on the gusset board, it works well. Let's also walk over the louver plates. Okay, not bad. It's definitely holding me. It's shaking a bit, but that's understood because it's a very long blade, right? Not bad, not bad. All right, now welcome to the showroom of this pergola manufacturer. So let's take a look at what they're actually manufacturing. So this is a little bit of an Asian design, but it's very nice. Very decorative, beautiful for any garden, if you ask me. And then we have also a pergola that has closed sides. So there is glass installed and there's a glass sliding door. This is also very nice, yeah, for areas where you just might not want too much wind or rain coming in. So this one is also a very fancy pergola. Very nice indeed. So you can see there is even LED strips on the column, which, yeah, make it look a little bit more fancy. And if you look closely now, we can actually see there is a shutter. So it's a shading shutter. So if the sun is too strong, you can also let that down. On this side, we can see how it looks once it's down. They also have different transparency grades. So meaning, yeah, if you need something darker, they can make it darker, different colors as well. They do also a couple of large window installations, as you can see here, and gates as well. But let's focus for now a little bit on the pergolas. So here is a little bit of a more cost-efficient pergola. Cost-efficient mainly because the entire pergola is not as heavy duty, so the profiles are smaller. So you can see the column itself is a lot smaller, and also the louver plates are not as large. You're kind of like by hand opening and closing the louver plates. So you also don't have a motor that actually opens the louver plates. So that's a little bit more of a cost-efficient option. And here's something that we're doing right now on another project. So this is not this typical pergola where you open and close the louver plates. It's a little bit more of an Asian style. I would almost call pavilion. It's actually also made of aluminum, but it has a wooden look-like coating on it. So it does really look like wood, even though it's aluminum. Yeah, pretty cool. Because it has a little bit of a texture to it. So that's nice. Or maybe I'll take another video once we got the pergola we're doing on another project in production. And here, last one, another pergola, or you might call it a sunroom. So that's not the typical pergola with louver blades, but a sunroom where you have like glass installed on top and all around. Also something we do regularly, especially on residential projects. Very nice. With a folding door here. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, this was all from me today. I hope you liked the insights about how we order pergolas here in China, and you got a little bit of an idea of like what's possible. And yeah, if you're interested in sourcing pergolas here or anything else for your house or project, feel free to reach out. We'd be happy to help and assist you with all the procurement from China.